Welcome to episode 3 of the Uncredible Prophets. I am Mo,
I'm Jack.
and welcome back, guys. It wasn't like you guys were doing very much before this, but thank you for, again, choosing to listen to us.
Definitely glad you're here.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah, so I hope everyone's been well during these dark times. How have you been, Jack? What have you been up to for the last week or so?
Well, I've been home, obviously,
Nice.
I suppose. I've been home just cooking, just doing things around the house. A lot of eBaying and trying to create my own little home gym in a way in the garage, trying
Yeah.
to get those workouts in here and there.
So you've been
Um,
adapting pretty well.
I have. That's a great way to, yes. It hasn't bothered me to be home.
Wow.
So it's been nice. I've actually take it more like I don't know when's the next time if I'll ever have some sort of time like this off as an adult. I have no kids
true.
now. I don't have a dog or anything like that. Even though I thought it would be a good time to get a dog, I thought that because I'll be home. I can
Yeah.
train the dog and everything. But that's not happening. Anyways, but I've been trying to make the best out of the time I have. That way, kind of when things get back,
Yeah.
I have certain things kind of settled off that maybe I'd put off for a long time. I've definitely emptying out the house because of stuff I'm putting on eBay.
Yeah.
So I'm on the positive side of everything. I'm doing okay right now.
I feel the exact opposite. I feel the days are long. I feel a lot of stress and anxiety throughout the days. And I feel like my whole evening is me decompressing now. And, I like my job. I like everything I do. It's just, I feel like every moment I spend outside now could be a life-changing moment. And I think that's really, really, it's nerve-wracking for the most part. And I think it's doing some damage to my mental health right now. I think, just from even before I got in here, I spent 15 minutes in my car cleaning my car. Just Lysol wiping everything. I even Lysol wiped the can of coffee beans I brought you, things like that. I'm just like going at it, and then on top of it, I mess up. I think I grabbed the garbage bag with my bare hands. I'm thinking like, did I ever touch this bag with a contaminated glove? And just so many things went through my mind so
you have
fast.
a lot of things happening. Like I'm not thinking like that.
I know it's wild that you don't think like that.
I'm not as exposed to
Right.
the world right now as you are. Not even close.
Right.
When I go outside for like necessities and I'm interacting, I'm trying to. I have a mask and gloves. I'm not touching my cell phone. I'm not touching my face. If I'm going to touch my cell phone, I'm taking off the gloves. I'm sanitizing my cell phone every day. Washing my hands, things like that. But I'm also trying to let my immune system do some work here. You know what I mean? Like we have an immune system. I can't, first of all, I don't even have Lysol, right? Can't even buy it. But I have some disinfectants, trying to keep, home clean as I normally would.
Right.
So I'm just trying to, I'm just not thinking I'm going to get sick,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm also just not throwing myself in those kind of situations if I don't have to. You know what I mean?
You, my friend, are coming from a place of privilege, though, I must
Yes.
say. So I don't have as great of an immune system as you, so I'm trying to do whatever it takes.
But just to be fair, you're doing well. Like
Yeah,
all
so
these,
far.
you've been, yeah, right. And your immune system has to be doing something because the mask doesn't really protect you, really. So it's more of a novelty, cosmetic thing, just to see like, oh, I have a mask on. Like if you are sick, you may be helping to protect somebody, but it's not necessarily protecting you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've
I'd rather wear one than not.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's just
If you're wearing like a filtered mask, it'll actually help. But I think getting a filtered mask at this point, unless you work in the medical field or have a good hookup, it's hard to get. They've become pretty expensive online right now. So, and it's only gonna get more and more expensive as time goes on because I think we're gonna be wearing masks all year. I think this is not going away. You'll be seeing people happy hour rooftops, mask, gloves. Maybe they'll make it pretty or cute. I don't know.
you can have
Most people probably will end up doing that.
throw a little little like got a little straw insert to your mask.
Oh, fire! But then it kind of ruins the whole protective part. But
Could be like a little flap, like the ones they have like in the back door of a house, like Beethoven, the movie, and the dog can go through the little flap. Could be a
okay,
little flap, and then it'll kind of seal.
okay, I can see that. I can see that.
You know what I mean?
I think once you start going down that road, that's such a typical, like, uh, like modern millennial type of invention. How can I, stay safe and protect myself, but also get my drink on? That is
Hmm.
such a millennial invention. I feel like. I love it though. I'll be the first one to pre-order one, so like, I really can't say much myself.
There we go.
Yeah. Who
So
knows?
good things are coming.
Yeah. So I mean, that's probably one of the most one of the things I'm looking forward to the most when we get into our post quarantine days.
Out and about.
Just going on to a rooftop happy hour, especially being in a cool area like Manhattan or Brooklyn by the water. You're like so excited for that. So excited to get back to some type of normalcy.
I think by then the weather too.
Oh
Because
yeah,
I feel like by the earliest is May. That is well the earliest that anything can start being back to normal. You could say.
100%.
But it'll start getting warmer. It'll be nice that people get out, but people probably want to still not go crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you're more optimistic than me. I'm thinking July.
No, I'm not saying it's going to be over by then. It's definitely not.
Right.
But July,
I think
July what? July means, and not that the date. July means that people don't have to. There's no
I
need
think
to quarantine anymore.
I think next month they'll start rolling out some businesses. And in June, maybe some of the more non-essential stuff will start to open. I think July you start seeing maybe like restaurants will do like 50% occupancy, things like that. They'll adapt slowly, roll it out slowly, just to kind of help flatten some of that curve. I mean, we've already been. I guess we're starting to flatten some of it because the decline rates. I mean, the rates have been declining, but I don't know. I just think we're a little ways away.
Like, how do you feel? How do you think people are doing being home, like mentally? Like you figure people who are home now all the time. Not everyone. I mean, I'm fine being home for this. It's been 2 weeks or so. It's not bad. I can't do it forever, but people who can't deal with it, who go to work to escape home, maybe, or they actually enjoy their job, and now being home all the time is kind of depressing, or people who like you, like now you feel like kind of anxiety going out to these stores, to the being out and about.
Mm-hmm.
How's that affecting your mental state?
I think a lot of people are being negatively impacted by this, especially on their mental health specifically. Um, I'm getting some relief by being at work sometimes because you at least have people to share the anxiety with.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're home all the time, or you're someone who work is a big part of your life, then it's probably pretty tough for you right now. And I think it's a good time to be honest with yourself with it and use resources. Like I know New York is providing a bunch of digital resources for people who are going through things during this pandemic. So I think it's a good time to utilize all of that. As well as not just the financial part, but I think people need to start taking care of their mental health during this whole thing.
I feel like this kind of shows you a little bit about yourself.
Oh,
Because what are you going to do?
100%.
Like if you can be home all day and do nothing.
Yeah, it's true.
You can home all day and be on your phone all day, be in your bed all day,
Yeah.
do nothing. Like they're always, you just not even trying to figure something else out or some way to keep you busy, or maybe you're not a self-starter, or maybe you always need some sort of direction. So not without having somebody to tell you what to do or having expectation of you,
Right.
you just do nothing, or you do something, or whatever you find yourself doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I feel like it teaches you a little bit about you.
Yeah, it's a lot of self-reflection happening, man. When you
Right.
ain't got nothing else to do, you self-reflect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure a lot of people still drinking at home, doing nothing to numb themselves, but
Well, I had a drink yesterday, just because it was nice. Made
Right.
some nachos, wanted a margarita, made a margarita.
you're just having a ball. You've been just enjoying yourself. It feels like, or
I'm trying to I'm not trying to let the negative things about it. You know, I'm not trying to focus on the negatives because, like I said before, it's in front of me. It's happening. There's nothing I can do about it. You know what I mean? But I can handle how I approach it and what I'm trying to get out of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess it's best to just worry about the things you can control, not about the things that you have no control over. So I get that. Keeping your destiny in your own hands. Respect that, Jack.
You could sort of say that. I mean, I guess. I mean,
I'm trying to put words in your mouth, I guess.
I mean, yeah, things are. You control a lot. Like, you control a lot of the things that happen in your life. Like, I think people in general, there's a lot of control. There's a lot of things you don't have control over.
That's true.
But the fact that, you know, you maybe have heard it before, how you react to it and how you take things and what you do with the feelings you have, and you can control that. As easy, sometimes it's not as easy as you want it to be, or it's not as easy. I'm just as I'm just saying it. Like, oh, it's easy. Oh yeah, just I'm not living other people's lives. I don't know the stresses they're going through. I don't know their whole life history. You know, all the things that make them who they are. I don't know. So I can't tell them how to feel. You know, you can't tell. But at the end of the day, no matter what, you can see that. You know, you can't blame anybody else. Like, at the end of the day, not you, especially as a grown up, when you start realizing, like, you may not like this, but you can change it. You can try. You can definitely, you can try. You can put the effort in, and you'll change. If you really want to, you'll get there. You know what I mean? Or you'll be able to accomplish something, or you'll be able to kind of, how do you say it? I can't even think of it. I'm thinking of it in Spanish. Just, you know, persevere through whatever you're going through.
What's the word for persevere in Spanish?
I was just going to say sobrevivir.
Oh.
Like, just to push, you know, just no matter what's happening in your life, just to, you gotta make the best of it. And even if you're in a bad situation, you gotta make I mean, you cannot, if you have advantages in life, wherever you're from, you just gotta use your advantages. Not everybody has the advantages you have in life, but that doesn't mean you should not use yours. That doesn't mean you should feel bad for where somebody, maybe whether your parents or a friend or even yourself, where you've ended up or where you're able to go because of whatever is around. It could just be because your dad hooked you up. That's an advantage you have. You should take it.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think that's a great way to look at things.
So,
you know, keep it in your own hands.
Yeah. So not everybody's going to be as privileged as everyone else, but you can. The hardest workers will persevere. The hardest workers will get there. So I don't care where you're coming from. Once again, I'm not having lived other people's lives. You know what I mean? Like difficult lives. People who have earned everything they have for like 100%. Nothing's been given to them. But that's awesome. That makes that person, you know, like they deserve what they have. They've earned it. And some people don't deserve what they have, but they have it anyway. Don't let that discourage you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And don't hate on them either. Like, I don't want nobody hating on the Uncredible prophets.
Yeah, well, haters gonna hate, potatoes gonna potate.
You know what I mean?
That's
like,
my motto.
People can do whatever they want. People can say whatever they want, and, you know, be happy doing it. You know, like, good for you. Right. You know, just try not to kill nobody, hurt nobody. You know, contribute positively to the world.
Don't do the fun stuff, huh, Jack? Don't do any of the fun stuff. Come on, man.
Well, like I said before, you want to do bad things? Do bad things.
Do bad things, boo boo.
You know what I mean?
Bad things.
You know, if you're gonna do something bad, go do something bad. Like, you can half-ass it, sure, but it depends. I was talking about food, by the way. I was talking about food, right? But in general, yeah, you want to go out and do something bad, you can go out and do something bad if you really want it. But just don't be scared about it when you're doing it now. If you want to do it, you're so committed to do it, do it. Have fun doing it.
You can say that, though, pretty safely, because how you look changes how people kind of approach you. So, like no one's thinking like that to you. All I can think of is, I'm not going to do anything bad around this guy.
Oh, okay, yeah, I feel like I get that. I feel like people approach me, like, show me respect.
Yeah, you get it's automatic. You get the respect right away, and then whether you ask for it or not.
Right, and it even throws me off sometimes, even though I'm pretty used to it. But at the same time, it throws me off.
Yeah, I've been in clubs and bars with you, and I don't think anyone's ever pushed you or nudged you the same way. Especially like on a dance floor or something like that. Or a rave or something like that. You've been
I had a rave. Like that's actually somebody brought it up to me,
oh yeah,
a friend of ours. So I'm telling him, just dance. You could just dance, have a good time. Like nobody's gonna bother you. He was like, people keep bumping me, and I'm like, nobody bumps me. And he was like, yeah, nobody bumps you.
right.
But he's a little smaller
Mm-hmm.
than me. Like, just less muscular. That's and it's PP feels like people will be shoving him around a little more, or
Sure.
you rather bump. Even me, I don't purposely want to bump into some huge dude.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's really that big, like I've seen guys who are so big, I'm like, even if I bumped into him, he ain't even feel it. You know what I mean? But it's also not somebody I want to get into some altercation with.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So I feel like for whatever reason, yeah, I get that. Like people give me my space.
I haven't been as lucky to have that with me and how I look. One story comes to mind is I remember one time I was in line at a bathroom at a after hour spot. I think we were getting pizza or something like that after drinking for the night.
Was I there?
You were there. You were there. You were probably eating pizza at this point,
Mhm.
but I was waiting online and I really had to use the bathroom. I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about I needed a shit pretty bad, and I was prairie dogging. I kept the turtle in the shell as best as possible. I was next up. The guy comes out of the bathroom. He's like this really douchey Guido like white guy, and he fucking I forgot what happened to like kind of like start this, but this guy kind of just mushes me in the face,
Right, I remember.
and I was so fucking angry.
Oh, you were fucking pissed.
The
You were so fucking pissed.
The only thing that was worse was that I need to shit more than I need to beat someone up. So I literally had to go to the bathroom, and I had the most angry like session on the toilet, and all I could think about was just trying to get it done with as soon as possible. And I'm the type of guy who when I go to the bathroom, I'll spend my 10-15 minutes, doing whatever I do.
But you're trying to get in and out.
I was trying to be in and out. And when I got there, I mean, I went for blood. I was looking for blood as soon as I got out of the bathroom, man. But that's something that would happen to me, but would not happen to you, man. I got a soft face, man. Got a soft face. But I like to bark and bite too, though.
I know you do. You were ready to, so you come out of the bathroom, and now you're filling us in because it's me and it's three of us, and you're filling us in what's happening, and you want to go find this guy, and we're trying to calm you down, and
Yeah.
you are not having it.
Hell no.
You are not having it. So you are looking for this guy. You ran up to these three guys. They're about to get into their car. Maybe it's four guys. Maybe one guy's in the car already. And you're picking this fight with this guy.
Hell yeah.
And they're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And like, so he's there, and I'm not. He's way ahead already. So when I get up over there, they see me and they're like, whoa, we don't want no problems. We don't want no problem. But they were ready. They were
ready to fight with me.
Yeah, they were just ready. But then we showed up, and then it was somebody else with me, right? So it's three of us. And when we showed up, they're like, oh, we're good. Like, like what's going on? And we're just trying to pull you off him. The other guy. I mean, you haven't grabbed them yet.
Yeah.
You haven't grabbed them yet.
It was moments away, seconds away, actually.
Holy shit! But
yeah,
it was a good time.
It was a good.
I mean,
actually.
these things are funny,
story.
but yeah.
I just feel like when someone needs to shit, it's a sacred space. When you needing to shit is the equivalent of like being in a wheelchair. I feel like you no one touches the person in a wheelchair. It's like a universal thing. So when someone needs to shit, no one should be touching you either. Okay, it's something sacred and very non-violent. It just needs to be kind of like that, treated like that.
So why do you think people do stuff like that? Like, why do you think? Like, I don't think I'm a mean person. I don't think if somebody comes and if somebody wants to have a conversation with me, I'll have a conversation with them. I'll feel it out, see if I want to stay in this conversation. But I guess I'm not approachable. I guess I don't look approachable.
Some people would say you probably look like the type of guy who would mush someone who needs to use the bathroom.
Yeah, but I would not.
Yeah, I know you would,
would not.
But I think
I'm not going to be disrespectful to anybody just because because the size doesn't matter. Like, I don't care if you're a small dude or a big dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anybody can hurt anybody.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean? It's not just because I might be physically bigger than somebody doesn't mean that person can't put me in my place.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That is 100%
not
true.
Underestimate anybody. I'm not.
I think it's a safe way to live.
But why? Why do people like? Why do you think? You know, these people. Do you think age has something to do with it too? Like, if they see you like, oh, he looks like an older guy a little bit, not like old. Like, let's say you're like 35, 40. They're not gonna treat you. They're gonna treat me with a little respect just because of your age. Like, they notice that he's a little more seasoned.
I think everybody has a douchebag meter, and some meters get filled faster than others, depending on how your life turned out and what happened in your life. So I think douchebags aren't born; they're made, and so you go through certain things in your life, and it slowly fills that meter up to a point where now you've unlocked douchebag mode, and now you're just living like that. You
That's
know,
it.
that's it. You just fucking douchebag man.
Can't
Now.
even get out of it.
I guess you can. Kind of do start a new file. You can, you
Little
can
reset.
you can start a new file, and reset your meter. But most people once they live in that life, they're living that life, man. It's like Tupac said, douchebag life. It was thug life, but
Okay,
in my mind, it was douchebag life. In my mind, me and Tupac are on the same wavelength. He's like channeling in me when he's dead in the afterworld. That's why my belly got that tattooed on, so just gotta live up. Rest in peace, Tupac.
Okay.
So, I don't know, but
Okay, with girls then. Do girls get that same feeling, or do they get treated the same by? Oh, girls would be by appearance.
I think especially on when you're out nightlife, I think looks matter. Especially the type of girl, that you want to maybe dance with or spend time with. I think you're probably you give off the Latino heat vibe and the we're gonna have unprotected sex tonight type of vibe. And I think I give off more of the let's get out of here and go to this underground jazz club, and then let me take you home safely and kiss you on your forehead, and see you in about a week for dinner. That's me.
This is it.
That's me. And you're having sex behind a dumpster. That's
Damn.
that's the difference right there, man.
Damn.
That's the looks, though. I mean, come on, man. Look, don't get me wrong. If looks could kill, you'd be a murderer.
Oh my
But
gosh.
it is what it is, though, bro.
So how do you? Okay. Well, thanks, Mo. But okay, like, so how does how you look change what you attract then? Does it change what you attract? Like, some people just some girls will be like, I always attract assholes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you could be like, I as a guy, like, I only attract crazy chicks, like, or I only attract, I don't know, older women. Like, and you don't know why, but why? I ask you, Mo, why?
You know what? I think I hate astrology. I super super hate astrology, but sometimes people tell me shit, and I'm like, that makes sense. So I think you give off auras. People give off auras. So just not the face probably appearance probably isn't it all. Is the end all be all. But I think that aura you give off is just as important. What type of aura? What color would your aura be? You think? If you had to put a color to it.
I hope it. Well, I don't know. I wanted like a nice. Just because I guess I don't know, like a lavender. Like, I like it. Like, I like
lavender. Feels like a jack color.
It's soft, but it's also
it's very appropriate for Easter. Also,
yeah, right. That's coincidence, but I just like the color. But I feel like it's soft. It's not too much, but I think it can be used. Well, lavender maybe not itself, but like a different version of that color can be very strong. Like purple can be very bold, but I think it can also be soft, and it's not overbearing like red, right? Like pink to red or anything. Like, it can be very strong, or blue bold, right? But I feel like I always like to be a little different. I've always liked that. So, I love blue, but let's go lavender. Let's go purple. Color of kings. I think it's the color of kings. I don't know. Or is it? There's a lot of different. I'm sure different beliefs have different associations to the color and what it does and what it means.
Yeah, I mean, I think so as well, and I think my color would be like a green.
Oh, okay, earthy.
No, let's go. You know,
Hey,
the
let's go. Like green,
green light.
like green light green.
Let's all go. Let's do this.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love yours is so simple too.
Yeah,
Let's go. Meanwhile, I wanted to just break it down a little
I
bit.
know you were like. I thought you were making. You're gonna release a paper on why you think lavender is your color for your aura.
I feel like it's how we are as individuals, right?
Oh yeah.
Like sometimes you can just good at straight to it, and sometimes I want to over explain it because I want people to understand what I'm actually thinking.
Yeah.
But sometimes I don't complete those thoughts because I find myself rambling. So then I leave. Like, but sometimes it's funny. I know what I mean, but I don't know if somebody else knows what I mean, just because maybe I cut myself off or I'm overthinking while I'm thinking while I'm talking.
Oh shit! There's a lot happening right there.
Yeah, because my mind is always working. Like I'm always trying to pick up cues off people too. So,
I like to keep a little mystery to myself. I think a lot of people think they know who I am or what I believe, and have their assumptions of me. And I know for the most part, no one really knows, and I like that.
I think a lot of people like that. Like I if you asked any random person, like how well do you think the people around you or the people you typically see on an average day know you? How well do those people know you?
Yeah.
You know, or you can just say how well do your coworkers know you? And I feel like I think people would be surprised about. I think both of us,
especially coworkers.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like it depends what kind of person you are.
Yeah, that's true too.
And like we're talking about people being home, right? Self quarantine. How's that mental health going? Like, what if you're a crazy extrovert?
Yeah, it's true.
And now you are just completely cut off, and you feel like, you keep getting a call from Dan. Like, damn, like Dan keeps calling me, just because he wants that FaceTime. Oh, he's always
FaceTime. Dan, man.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he's just so big, like wound up. He needs to disperse that energy compared to, John. That he's so quiet that he didn't text you, nothing. He doesn't. He'll answer back a day later. He's just home.
Mm-hmm.
But he just, just to tell you just quick 2-3 words, one sentence, like, yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Sidebar. How come John Smith's like a quote unquote generic name, but none of us know a John Smith?
I don't know. We don't know one. Maybe we've met one. You don't realize you've met one.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Maybe. Only seen one in Pocahontas. That's about it.
There you go. So you've met one.
Well, not personally. We aren't like the best of friends.
Okay, it's okay.
I wish John Smith knew who I was.
Could be an acquaintance.
Oh,
he could be thinking of you sometimes. You really don't know.
Hope Disney writes me in at some point.
John's thinking about you.
Yeah, add a little gay spin to Pocahontas.
When you show up?
Pocahontas minus Pocahontas. Just be John Smith and Mo. That's like the worst rated Disney movie ever. Right there. I just made the premise for the worst movie ever.
I have hope. Especially during quarantine right now. It'll be one of those straight to Netflix.
Yeah. Actually, that's probably pretty good. It'd be like straight to like cable. It'd be straight to cable. Like some bullshit channel. It'd be like the shopping channel, and it just randomly threw a movie on for 2 hours. So it'd be just like that.
What?
I have no idea.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I think it's time we might have to wrap it up.
You think so?
I've gone off the rails a little bit. I'm getting the carbs are getting low, the sugar's getting low. I'm not making sense anymore. I think for our fans' sake, not fans, acquaintances, because we haven't gotten to that level yet. I don't think either.
I don't know. You can be our fans. Obviously, you can be the.
You guys can be our partners in crime. How about that? You guys can allow us to be as stupid and as silly as we want to be. So
true. Yeah. True. I don't feel like I've been silly though. You know what I mean? It's so funny.
Jury's still out on that.
Yeah, I haven't.
We never know.
It's still even. It's like getting comfortable with the camera still.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's something we've both been learning through this process of being comfortable with the camera. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm still trying to shake it.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to a Kim Kardashian level of comfort behind the camera or in front of the camera, but I'm hoping to get there one day. Well, we both are. So,
yeah,
but till then, These are just words from above.
They're thoughts from above.
Thoughts from above.
They're words from our mouths.
We are
The
Uncredible
Uncredible
Prophets.
Thanks,
Peace.
everybody. Be good.